Now we will talk about the Dalton atomic theory. So to provide theoretical justification to the laws of chemical combination, which we have done earlier, Dalton postulated a simple theory of matter, and the basic postulates of the theory are, so we'll discuss those one by one. So first postulate is that matter is made up of extremely small, indivisible and indestructible ultimate particles called atoms. What does this mean? That all the matters are made up of small particles which are called as atoms. These atoms are indivisible. What does this mean? That that atoms cannot be divided into further smaller particles, and these are indestructible, means that we cannot destroy the atoms. So this is the first postulate. The second is the atoms of the same elements are identical in all respects, that is in shape, size, mass and chemical properties. For example, if I talk about the atoms of the hydrogen, then all the atoms of the hydrogen are identical as far as shape, size, mass and chemical properties are concerned. Now the third postulate is that atoms of different elements are different in all respects and have different masses and chemical properties. For example, I take an atom of hydrogen and an atom of oxygen. Then these two atoms are different because one is of hydrogen and one is of oxygen. So the atoms of different elements are different in all respects. The fourth one is that atom is the smallest unit that takes part in chemical combination according to Dalton's theory. And the fifth is atoms of two or more elements combine in a fixed ratio to form compound atoms, because at that time these were not termed as molecules, but nowadays compound atoms is no definition. This is replaced by the molecules. And the sixth postulate is that the atoms can neither be created nor destroyed during any physical or chemical change. And the seventh is that the chemical reaction involve only combination, separation or rearrangement of atoms. What does this mean? That the chemical reactions can either be two elements they combine, this is called combination, or separation. For example, if H2O separates and give me hydrogen and oxygen, then that is called as the separation. Or rearrangement, when the atoms in a molecule, they just rearrange. They neither go combination nor separation, they just rearrange. So these are the postulates of the atomic theory. What are the limitations of the Dalton atomic theory? These are that it could explain the laws of chemical combination by mass, but failed to explain the law of gaseous volumes. For the gases, these combinations are not applicable satisfactorily. So this is the first limitation. Second is, it could not explain why atoms of different elements have different masses, sizes, valencies, etc. And the third one is that it could not explain how and why atoms of different elements combine with each other to form compound atom or molecules. That why molecules are formed, why two atoms they combine, that was not answered by the Dalton's atomic theory. And the fourth one is that it failed to explain the nature of the forces that bind together atoms in a molecule. If the molecules are formed, why the atoms are together, which force is binding them together, that was not explained by Dalton. And the fifth is that it gave no satisfactory explanation between the ultimate particle of an element and that of a compound. So please go through it. Thank you.